You are listening to the Novel Writing Podcast, episode 30. Grab a cup, cozy up, and let's get to writing. Today's episode is the 26th of 60 daily episodes that pair with the videos from Haley's 60-day novel writing challenge. You can watch the first 5 days of the challenge for free on Haley's YouTube channel, and the link to that is in the description. Day 26 of the challenge is about hints, clues, and foreshadowing. Bum, bum, bum! When your story has hints, clues, and foreshadowing, it means that you are laying the groundwork for the characters themselves to figure things out and be able to look back on what happened to them with the same realization that you do as the reader. Everything was there for the guessing, and you just didn't see it on the way through. On the subject of making things guessable, at least sneakily, the other reason that I'm not a fan of Stephanie Garber's book Caraval is that the ending was not at all guessable. It was so far out of left field that I actually had to put the book down and say, what? That was literally what happened in my head was just this, what? And I did this to myself several times in shock. And then after I actually finished reading the book, I messaged Haley with a bunch of ranting texts about it because it was the perfect anti-example of this day in the challenge. Make things guessable. Foreshadowing and hints are why it's fun to reread well-written books. We end up taking in more on the second time or the third time. I always pick up something new every time I reread Harry Potter, and I've read those books 100 times. Now, don't mistake that for me saying that Harry Potter is perfectly written. There is a reason it is the top category on fanfiction.net with 844,000 stories at the time of this recording, which is 4 times higher than the next most popular category of Twilight. While we don't need to Christopher Nolan our stories like Inception, we do want to basically perform Inception with our stories, make the twists and turns exciting, intense, and mostly unpredictable. Coming up with hints and foreshadowing can take time and brainstorming, so don't worry if it's taking you just a bit of extra time. Remember, you can always bring those brainstorming questions or the places that you're stuck in your story to the professional premium calls for help. That's it for this companion episode to Foreshadowing. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 27. Thanks for listening to the Novel Writing Podcast. If you're ready to stop struggling and start finishing your novel, check out the 60-day Novel Writing Challenge. It's a step-by-step program designed for solo writers to complete their first draft with clarity and focus. Visit the link in the description to learn more.